All right, what we want to have in the offensive zone with our offensive patterns and flows is we want to have consistent rules, that we can follow, because if we have that kind of structure, we can always rely on this, and it puts us a step ahead. Okay, so I truly believe that in my coaching philosophy. Okay, and this is pretty much this is one of the most common themes that there is, and it's usually applied to defense, but I'm just flipping it 180 degrees, and we're applying this to our offense. And it's called by many different things. It's called eyes and numbers, meaning if you see the guy's eyes, that's different than when his back is turned and you see his numbers, or sometimes it's called crests, where you see the crest of the jersey versus the numbers. But either way, we're going to have a consistent plan whenever we're battling. So in this drill here, what we'll do is we'll have coach send in a chip and a puck. Over to there, and F1 is the first guy in. We'll have him come in, and we'll have the coach chasing him. Okay? In this situation, F1 has got really no opportunity to get his feet moving and to make a reverse move or anything. Most likely situation here is that the coach or the defenseman is on him so bad he's gonna pin him. And the last thing that we want to see happen ever in the offensive zone is our guys getting pinned, because the second that we get a pin, their whole defensive coverage can set up against us. So we have got to keep movement and not get pinned. Okay, and it's not so much really the man being pinned as it is the puck being pinned, because once the puck is pinned, that just allows for their defensive zone coverage to set up really well and tight. So whenever we're in a situation where we know our guy can't get his feet moving, we want F2 to anticipate that there's automatically, every time, game in and game out, there's going to be a chip pass made by F1. Okay, as he skates up to it and he knows he's just about to get hammered, each and every time we want him to do an indirect chip bump pass like this behind the net. Okay, because behind the net, just like when we talk about cycling, behind the net is not an area that attracts the defensive coverage. Okay, it's a quiet zone right here. Okay, so that's where we want to have the puck go, and we want F2 to automatically know that that's going to be the case. And then we'll have F3 come down and make himself useful, something like this, where he could take a pass from F2, because F2, like I said, he already knows that F1 is being contested very tightly. So he's going to be there, and it's just simply a matter of he's going to win that battle, because the opposition's defenseman is going to be in front. Okay, almost you can bet on it. He's going to be out here. Okay, so here's the other D, and he's contesting, and we're going to know by anticipation and reading the play that we've got to make the bump pass. Okay, and then he's here, boom, right out to F3 goal. Okay, if it seems like it's not something that we can do, but consistently having a plan based on this situation, it can work. Okay, let me clean up a little bit. All right, now the second scenario is when we have got a looser gap where the defenseman, we beat him a little bit to the puck, or we're faster than him, he's a slower D-man, and we'll get rid of this line. We'll already assume that the puck is in there. All right, and we'll move back, everybody. All right, we'll get rid of the D. Okay, this time F1, we chip in the puck and F1 goes down, but he's able he's got a looser gap, and then he's able to show us the crest of his jersey or his eyes. Okay? When we see that and we can tell that he's gonna be able to get his feet moving, we're not gonna do the chip pass. Okay? We're gonna send F2 down. Okay? And most likely he's gonna try to get going up the wall, because you know that we've shown lots of our flows and reverses. Okay? So he's gonna try to get his feet moving and keep everyone in the zone. Their whole defensive coverage is moving now rather than being still. So as long as things are in motion, we can create chaos and etc. And we can do our plays. So we want F1 to come around, okay? And then what we'll probably do is we'll probably send F3 to do a pick, so that as the coach is following or the defenseman is following, he's going to run into him. And we've already shown our picks. So he would pick into him, and then he would come around and attack the seam like this, and he might just go ahead and make a one-timing pass over to F2. Okay? And he gets a shot. Okay? So when our eyes and crests are out, then we're going to go ahead and do screening and boxing and interfering, giving the puck carrier time to do stuff. Okay? So it's a consistent plan. When there's loose gap, okay, we're going to think making plays. And when there's a 50-50 battle to the puck and we're just able to get our stick on it, then we're just going to get our stick on it and bump pass it back to the area behind the net and go from there. Okay?